Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, everyone, and good evening, everyone. My name is Olani Michael Olotosin, and I'm about to show you a project that I just did. It's a banking AI assistant. But firstly, let me just give you an introduction into how everything is packed. So this folder I'm having the database. This is the banking database, and I have the database set up here. You'll be able to see the connection between the tables and everything, how it's being created here. The tables is being created in this DB setup right here. And then I generated a false data, more like a mock-up data, right? So that we can use that to test our AI banking system. All right, and then moving forward, I did some tools here because based on how I want the AI banking system to work, is going to be in such a way that you have to authenticate before you have access to the AI banking system. And then, if you want to check your balance, you have to have a tool that works on that as well. Loan, transactions, and the likes. These are the tools that are provided with my AI frontier models to help. Okay, so I have the audio processor here. This will help us in generating voice reply and then also inputting voice command into our LLM. And then this LLM handler, this is where the arithmetics is going. This is where we are connecting to our LLM frontier module. Here I'm using Chat GPT 4, sorry, GPT 4.0 mini is what I'm using here for this program. All right, so I have my requirements. I'm using Gradio for interface front end, Python as a tool, Faker for mock data, NumPy for manipulations, and then I have OpenAI as my frontier module. So, all right. So first thing is let me connect this database, and then we can see here. These are the tables that we're having. We're having the accounts table, the accounts table. We have the cards table, the customer authentication table, that's customer auth, the customers table, and then we have the transaction table. These accounts is going to tell us which customer is having which account and which type of account. Is it a savings account or checking account? You understand? What's the balance of the account? Is the account active? Active definition here is if it has been active in the last 30 days, and the date the account was created is here. You can see it seems non-generic because it's more of like a mock-up data. All right, so the cars, we have several cars here. So which account is associated to which card? And then we have several card ID as a unique key here. You can see this account 9457 is associating uh, to two different cards. This is an account and is having two different cards. Probably maybe one is for credit and the other one is for savings. So customer authentication, at the entrance of you coming into our bank accounts, one of your KYC is that you're going to set a security question and you're going to write an answer to it. And we are going to generate for you a code called CS code. So this CS code is what you will use as an authentication if you are having challenges with our services and then you wanted to fast track your inquiries by talking to the AI assistants. Probably maybe our customer services are not online, or you feel like it's something you can just sort with the AI assistants. So you have to use the CS code and then for authentication. The customers, this is where we have all our customers and then their details. We have the first name, last name, their email, phone number, the date they join, and then their credit score and their annual income. So the credit score is used in calculating the eligibility for loan, because we have different type of loan. We have personal loan, we have auto, we have home loans. All right. So the last one here is transaction. So this is the transaction. For every transaction, there's a transaction ID, and with your transaction ID, you can actually check if you can check uh, what happens to my account balance with this transaction ID, or maybe you are finding a particular transaction and you know the transaction ID. The AI can help you to generate what's happening in your account. So this is the transactions, when there is debit, credit, the amount, the balance, the transaction dates, and the likes. All right, so let's get into it. But before we test, like I said, there won't be ways for you to test this AI banking assistant if you don't have an uh, authentication code, which is your CS code, and then the security answer. So let's just run this code to give us some of those accounts that we can use to test. Okay. All right. So we have this. This is the result of the query that I ran. So we're having these accounts. Okay, let's use this account because these accounts have more than 5 transactions in the transaction table, so we'll be able to use them to query very well. So let's use this CS code, that's custom ID 5110, and then the security question is what was the childhood nickname, and we answer with pasta. All right, let's get into it. So everything here is packed already, so we're just going to launch our app.py, and then let's see the magic. So the magic is happening already. So I've had several interface, but then this is the last interface that I'm coming up with, and then um, there's still room for extra modifications. So let's just try this out and see how it's going. All right, so it's coming up. Actually, I'm running these both on the local URL and then on the public URL. So, but then I would like to go with the local URL so I can have my full interface on my browser. But then look at this Pure Pen AI banking assistant. This is what we're talking about. So let me just launch this. So remember, we use a customer authentication to try and get in right. All right, so that's what we're going to use as an authentication when we're about to use it. So now, Pure Pen AI banking assistant. All right, it's not authenticated, and then I'm in a test mode. Inquire about your account transactions or loan notes. Fees may apply. All right, so I have voice response here, and then you can also type. If you are logging out, you can log out and clear the session. And then if you want to change to voice, you can use the voice here to authenticate and then do all sort of stuff as well. This has been linked to the system, microphone, and the likes. But then I'll start with text. Let's start with text. And then I'll be like, hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Pure Pen Bank. To get started with your banking needs, please provide your CX code. It should be in the format of one letter, four numbers, and three letters, e.g. A1234XYZ.
So it's saying good morning. Welcome to Pure Pen Bank, which is the name of the demo bank. To get started, okay, now my CS code, assuming I've forgotten my CS code, and I'm like, I have forgotten my CS code. Let's see if you can help me. Can you help me get that? Can you see? So that means if you are not authenticating, there is no entry for you. There is no way around it. There is no two ways around it.
I'm sorry, but I'm unable to help retrieve your CX code for security reasons. It's important to keep that information secure. If you can't remember it, you might need to check any previous communications from us where it might be listed, or contact our customer support for further assistance. If you do find your CX code, feel free to provide it here to continue with the authentication process.
All right, so let's say someone steal your identity and then you are like, I know. Okay, let's say someone steal your identity, have your customer ID, but doesn't know your authentication code, but the person just wants to use the AI banking assistant to access your details. Okay, let's say my customer ID is 5110. Maybe that would have been a pass. See, it seems you have provided a customer ID, but still you have to. You understand? So now let's use one of the let's use one of the uh, CS code that we had to authenticate this.
It seems that you've provided a customer ID, but I need your CX. It seems that you've provided a customer ID, but I need your CX code to begin the authentication process. The CX code is in the format of one letter, followed by four numbers and three letters, e.g. 1234.
Now, I have the CS code.
Thank you for providing your CX code, and I'm happy to inform you that it has been verified. Now, please answer this security question. What was your childhood nickname?
All right. Assuming I said my childhood nickname is Pure Pen, of which is different from what is in the database. It's not going to authenticate it. Okay, this is a connection error. Let's try again. Let's say Pure Pen. There's an error.
It looks like the answer to your security question did not match our records. Don't worry, this can happen. Please try answering the question again. What was your childhood nickname? Make sure to provide the exact nickname you used during setup.
All right, very good. So let's type in pasta, which is the answer. Immediately, it's bringing us my whole details.
Congratulations, Kevin Parks. You have been successfully authenticated. You have an active savings account with a balance of $71,953.07. If there's anything specific you would like to know or do today regarding your banking, feel free to ask.
Now, one thing I want you to note is that as it is, I'm authenticated already. Initially, it's telling us not authenticated, but now I'm authenticated, and my session ID has been granted. So right now, I can't even ask anything about any other person's accounts except for my own personal account on this, right? So I can even switch to voice, right? And I'll be able to record. Okay, let me start with the dispute. I'm going to allow this. This is my microphone. So sorry, I'm Kelvin Parks. I'm having a confusion with this my account because I feel like my account balance should be around $85,000, not 71,953.07. Okay. Um, can you please help me check my last three transactions or probably my last four transactions and let me see why is it not adding up? Where is the confusion at? Why is my account balance 71,000? Are you sure this is my account balance? Because I don't think this is my account balance. Please check this for me, okay? Now I have this right. Let me send. I might encounter some few errors due to connection, but then eventually should be able to send this. Let me send again. Okay, it's processing. Okay. So it's sent now, right? Alright. Now it's giving me all the details of the account and the transaction I've had.
Here are your last four transactions for your savings account. 1. Local cafe, type debit, amount 1331, date October 6th, 2025. 2. CVS Pharmacy, type debit, 3935, date October 1st, 2025. 3. McDonald's, type debit, amount 17 September 30th, 2025. 4. Chipotle, typed amount 23.93 cents, date September 29th, 2025. If you need further clarification on your balance or specific transactions, please let me know and I'll be glad to assist.
Can you see that? Meanwhile, if we want to check if this is actually correct, we can just go into the database and then check for the details ourselves to confirm. And I bet you this is what we're going to get. So let's move into another question. Let's see. All right, let's cancel this and record again. All right. Am I eligible for any loan at all? Maybe personal loan, auto, or I don't know. But then I need like $43,000 loan. Am I eligible? Okay, I think I need to be more straightforward. Let me clear this. auto, or I don't know, but then I need like $43,000 loan. Am I eligible? Sometimes if the voice is not really clear, you can just record again. Am I eligible for any loan at all?
To check your loan eligibility, could you please specify the amount you'd like to borrow and the type of loan you're interested in? Personal, auto, or home?
All right, so let's just switch back to test to be quick.
Congratulations, Kevin Parks. You have been successfully authenticated. You have an active savings account with a balance of $71,953. Congratulations, Kevin Parks. You are eligible for an auto loan of $56,000. Here are the details. Loan type, auto loan. Requested amount, $56,000. Estimated interest rate, 4.5%. Estimated monthly payment, $888.95, 72 months. Your credit score is 800, and your annual income is $111,908, which supports your eligibility for this loan. If you're interested in proceeding with this loan or have any further questions, feel free to let me know. You currently have one account with us. Account type, savings. Account ID 8872. Balance 71,953. Status active. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask.
So, as you can see, this AI banking assistant has been marvelous in all spheres. But then there will be room for improvements. We can modify these and then work more on tools to integrate onto it. Just like all these things that I've been doing, you can see is calling out tools to verify from the database from us. You can see it's calling out tools to verify security answer, calling out tools to get all my accounts. This is where the magic is coming from. You can see check loan eligibility to get recent transactions and the likes. All these are what has been programmed, and there are some times that it encounters some connection error, everything and the likes. So this is marvelous. And then hit me up, let me see what you think of these projects, and if you would like to test, DM me. I'll set you up and then you can test it yourself, and let me see if there's any contribution or anything you'd like to add to it. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. Bye. I remain Olani Michael Atosin. Follow me on LinkedIn, Olani Michael, AI and Machine Learning Engineer. Thank you very much.